Thank you. All right, so welcome, family. Welcome. All right. Um, as I was just saying, we looking at EA. It's currently at this zone right now. So what we're looking to do with EA is obviously it's in a downtrend and it's identified by the daily chart, the 4 hour. Right. We see it's in a downtrend. So what we're going to do is just sit on our hands with this pair right now because as I was explaining earlier, is at a zone, right? So it's fighting to see which direction the current wants to go in. Um, came down early, we broke our trend line, came back up, tested our upper trend line, came back down into the zone, and this is where we sit right now. So if it does decide to give us this rejection here at this zone, we'll be looking to take it. Let's see. Let's find us a zone right now. So I'm just going to look at the past to try and find out where we can possibly go for the future. All right. So if you see this area right here, let me draw something. You see this area right now, we got a lot of touches in the zone, multiple touches. So we could definitely say this is a strong zone right here. So this would be one of the places I would look in order to take it to the next level, right? If it were to come down. If not, obviously, right? Uh, if it were to just pull back, um, let's see, let's look at our fibs. All right, take it from our high to our low. Um, the golden rule for the fibs is we want at least a 50% retracement or 61. We kind of call that like the golden zone. The 38 level is good. It just shows that it's trend continuation as well as the 23. But me personally, I wouldn't take an entry at those levels because it's not far of a pullback. You know what I mean? For myself personally, some people do, but for me, I kind of look for the 50 or 61 area. So if it does pull back, we'll look to see it pull back into these areas right here, 50 and 61, and then we'll just do what we do when we take it lower. All right, moving on. NJ, all right, daily. Okay, obviously we see NJ currently is bullish. It's been an uptrend for a couple of days now. Dipped low below a little bit, but it's in an uptrend. 4 hour reflects the same thing. All right, as well as the 1 hour. All right. Currently, right now, NJ is kind of telling you the story. Um, Obviously, is looking for some type of pullback or rejection as identified by all these wicks, right? And you can see that because NJ is currently with this zone right now. You see here in this area is multiple wicks. Now, if you look in the past when NJ got to the zone, as you can see, it dropped, right? It dropped for about 60 pips. So we can kind of expect the same thing, right? NJ's at this level right now. We'll wait for the curls of this candle. If we get strong rejections, right? Obviously got strong rejection, but we get a um, bullish engulfing candle on the hourly as a confirmation with these strong rejections. We could possibly enter NJ's for a sale, right? So that will be, I'm not calling this out right now, but I'm gonna start up real quick. Right. So say we put it here. A high will be, stop loss will be above the noise. Or what I like to do is I use ATR stops to help me find my stop loss, right? And currently it says there, but I like to put it above this wick, right? Just where price hasn't been. All right. So come down to the 15-minute, right? So the first area we would take this to is, see, one of these 20 pips. We'll take it in this area. This is a good zone right here. It's got a lot of confirmation. That'll be about 25 pips. All right. And then the second could possibly take it here. Actually, let's get a little further. Take it here. All right. So we got a couple of touches in this area too. All right. So that's what we're looking at for NJ. Like I said, this candle shows bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing on the hourly, or even a 15-minute. With all these rejections here with this zone, we're looking to take NJ down. All right. GJ. All right, let's go to the daily chart. All right, look at GJ real quick. All right, so GJ, right? GJ currently is in a bullish trend, right? As identified on our daily chart. All right. On the 4 hour, we're below. All right. So GJ is probably just pulling back right now to take it high, right? So what we do is we'll go to the hourly check. Okay, so the hourly is telling us that GJ currently broke, right? But we'll see what's going on real quick. We'll put some trend lines on here real quick. Track price. Let's get us an auto trend. All right. So now we track price with our trend line, right? We see it's below our 200 EMA and our 50, right? So we'll just find out what it's actually looking to do. All right, let's look at our zone. Let's try to identify area of support or resistance that it's at right now. So currently it's below, it's 250 EMA. So it's at this zone right here, right? We got multiple touches in this area, right? So, right, we got an engulfing candle right here on the hourly, right? So it could be coming back for a retest in order to take it lower. Now, if it breaks this trend line right here, then GJ definitely will be a good sell. All right. We go to our 15-minute. Okay. So if you see on the 15-minute, it came back. You got an engulfing candle. It dropped. Tried to come back up, right? So this wick shows you why GJ was kind of bullish, but then settled and gave rejection off the zone, right? So currently, right now, it's giving rejection off the 50 EMA. So we'll just wait and see what this candle closes like to give us further confirmation of which direction GJ is going, right? So if GJ is now in bearish territory, as identified by the 50 and the 200 EMA, what we're looking to do with GJ is take this bad boy down, right? So we'll put our stop loss above the noise. I'll turn on the ATR. So GJ kind of moves really wild, right? So our ATR is telling us to put our stop loss here, but I'm gonna put it above 200 EMA just so we won't get stopped out if we were to enter this trade, right? Um, and our first area that we're looking to take GJ to would be here, right? Into structure. All right. We'll take it there for about 24 pips, right? Which would be good for 5% for us on the day. And then further, if you were to try to get a little more, you can take it to this area too. All right, for about 190 pips, right? So, like I said, we'll just wait and see what GJ does and go from there. All right. Which is looking real good right now for us here, honestly. All right. All right. NZD Chef. All right. So NZD Chef daily time chart is in a bullish trend, right? We're above 50 and 200 EMA. All right. It's currently throwing wicks, right? Which we'll show in a sec when I get to the island. I drop the zone. 4 hours still in a bullish trend. Now we get to the hourly, right? Get to the hourly, right? GJ currently is sitting at this zone right here. All right. Currently sitting in this zone right here. So if you look in the past when GJ got, I'm sorry, NZD Chef got to this zone right here, what happened? Right? It dropped, right? So what we like to do is look at the past, predict the future, right? So GJ currently at this zone and it's throwing a bullish candle, right? Rejecting the zone heavily, right? So if this candle is it throws a bullish, bearish engulfing candle, what we're looking to do is actually take NZD Chef down as well. But we'll get a couple of more confluences first before we would enter this trade. All right. So what we're gonna do is trap price real quick. See if I can find the trend line over the top. So we're just gonna sit our hands and wait, right? Until we also can fan. Actually, like that too much. So let me put that on. All right. We'll just set us an alert, right? So we don't have to keep watching this. So all right, so we got rejection here on the 15-minute chart, right? Now currently is almost about to break our trend line, right? So in the event that it does, we'll wait for it to come back and retest our trend line or the zone possibly before we enter for a sale, right? And then let's see, let's draw it up. Oh, okay. So it's already going. All right, so we'll wait, we'll sit on our hands, see what it does, and then wait for the confirmation. All right. 30 minutes giving us a engulfing candle, right? So if this closes like this on the 30-minute chart, we'll be looking for a good sell on NZD share. All right. We'll put our stop loss above the noise. All right. And the first area we'll take it to will be here for 21 pips. All right. The second area we'll be looking to take it to this area right here, 29, and so on and so forth. So the way I find where it goes to or where it could possibly go to is I just look in the past and try to find areas where, price has a lot of structure or multiple touches. Like if you notice this area right here would be another area. All right. Touched here, we touched here, we touch, so on and so forth. So that's how you find your take profits. All right. NZDK. All right. So we'll wait on NZDK, right? We'll look overall on the daily. It's currently bullish. All right. All right, on the 4 hour, right, it's giving us a bunch of rejection candles, right? Bunch of rejection candles. All right, go to the hourly. All right, we got a lot of rejection at this zone here. Good rejection off our trend line. A lot of rejection here, right? So NCAG could possibly break to the downside and go into bearish momentum. Looking for that to kick in possibly. If it does truly break our trend line, and as I stated before, if it breaks our trend line, what we'll do is just wait for the pullback and retest by trend line in order to take it lower. All right. Go to the 30-minute. Okay, so yeah, we're getting a lot of rejection here. Okay, you can see also that right now it's making higher high or low highs and lower lows, right? So we'll just wait and sit on our hands and see what it's gonna do. If we want to trade, I'll probably be monitoring for the next like an hour or so to see what's gonna happen. All right. Euro NZD, right? So Euro NZD currently, right? I just put it in a box, right? Overall, is in a bearish trend, right? The reason I put it in a parallel channel is just so it's consolidating right now. It's kind of tough to tell the direction it's going in. So what I like to do is I like to put it inside of a box, right? Don't mind that, I just did that. All right. So yeah, I like to put it inside a box, right? So if it breaks out of my channel, I have an alert on it, right? Right. It just tell me which way it's exiting the channel. And then from there, I can kind of, based off where it's at, and the zone or resistance that it's at, support resistance, I can tell which way it's going to go, which way I want to end my trade at. So right now I wouldn't even look at EN because it's consolidating like crazy. So we'll just hold off on this one. All right. It's kind of throwing what they call a flag pattern too, um, which is also a bearish flag. So we'll just wait and we'll see what's going on and go from there. All right. GBP shit, Swiss. All right. So GBP Swiss, right, was bullish, now turning bearish, right? It's just crossed over our 200 EMA and currently about to break our 50 EMA. All right. Daily, all right, 4 hour, right? 4 hour is below our 50 and almost below the 200 EMA. All right. So what we'll do, we come here on hourly, right? Come here on the hourly, and then we'll try to trap price, right? So we trap price. We'll find out what zone is that. It's a zone right now. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we got multiple rejections that you see here at this zone here. Um, and currently right now we're just waiting, right? We're sitting on our hands, we'll wait until it breaks our trend line, comes back, as I said earlier, I know it's kind of repetitive, but we'll come back and wait till it retests our trend line in order to take it lower, right? So this is a lot of hurry up and wait right now. Start to like 15. See what's going on. All right. So yeah, it's looking real good for bearish momentum. Right. So they tried to come up through a doji, kind of gave us an evening star pattern right here, and also gave us more rejection here with more dojis. So this is definitely showing signs that it definitely wants to turn bearish, right? So we'll just keep our eye on there. What we do is set an alert, all right? Again, like I said, wait for the pullback after it breaks the trend line in order for us to take it lower, right? So the first area we're looking to take it to, um, let's see, put our stop loss above the noise, right? We can take it here for 35 or here for 21, right? Or 22, excuse me. All right. So EJ, all right, look at EJ real quick. All right. So EJ currently is in a bullish territory, right? Identified above that is trading above 50 and the 200 EMA. We drop to our 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, it just broke below our 200, right? Broke below 200 EMA, still, I'm sorry, below the 50, still above the 200. We'll go to our hourly, right? So on our hourly, we see EJ is making lower highs and lower lows, right? Right. So EJ currently is sitting in a zone right now. What we're looking for EJ is possibly the trend change from bullish to bearish now. But again, we're gonna wait. We're gonna sit our hands until we get multiple confirmations, right? Um, Currently, it's below the 200 EMA. It's giving us good rejection at our zone. All right. Me personally, I want EJ. I draw a trend line on the 15-minute. All right. I want EJ to break below my trend line and then retest in order to take it lower. All right. So as of right now, we're just sitting on our heels. All right. GBP and ZD daily chart. All right. It's definitely in bearish territory, right, on the daily. All right. 4 hour time frame, still in bearish territory. You see it's giving you lower highs and lower lows, right? When you come to the hourly, all right. Okay, so this is interesting, right? So if you notice on the hourly, right, GN just broke below our trend line that we had from here, right? Just broke below our trend line and is retesting currently, right? So this might be a good trade to get ready in there here soon, right? So it broke below our trend line. It gave us a bearish engulfing candle, right? Currently coming back to retest our zone. So we'll come back to the 15-minute, see what's going on. It's giving us rejection here, right? So what we want to see in order for this to enter this trade is some kind of engulfing candle. We need a bearish engulfing candle. We need some kind of momentum to the downside to let us know, hey, it's time to sell GN, right? Which we should get here soon. Currently, like I said, it's just rejecting our zone, and we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes. Right, should be good to get ready in for a sale. Now, GN, if we were to sell it, right? First area I would take it to would be here, right? Secondly, be this area of structure right here. And then lastly, which is the big stretch, will be here. All right. Like I said, all we're looking is for is 5%, right? All right, so let's see how many pips. Stop loss avoid noise. 45 pips off the rip. All right. And then 122. Now, personally, I wouldn't try to take it that low unless I took some kind of partial profits and then I let the rest ride down for free. Um, After it breaks, do your trailing stop loss. Um, Put your stop loss to break even. Once it hits your 5%, then from there, you're in a free trade. And as long as you took partial profits, you got paid. The rest is it. You just continue to monitor it so you get, maximum reward for this trade. So right now, like I said, GN is currently looking real good for sale. If we break our trend line, that's even more confirmation that we can enter this trade for sale. All right. Does any of you guys have any questions for me? Anything you want to go over real quick? I know it's short on time. Probably got about 8 minutes remaining on this call. D, Carlos, y'all want to put any inputs in real quick, bros? Anything y'all was looking at before we wrap it up?
Nah, bro, that was fine, bro. You did a great job. I'm locked in.
All right. So yeah.
Could you possibly go over one more time, I guess your confluences to know whether you want to enter the trade in as a sell or the opposite?
Okay. Yeah, see, for me, like we always do, we do a multiple time frame analysis, right? So just looking right here, we'll do GN real quick. We noticed that it's in bearish territory. It's below our 50 EMA and our 200 EMA, right? Drop down to the 4 hour. It's still below our 50 and 200 EMAs, right? And on the 1 hour chart, we'll notice, right? It was at an area, our zone, right, which was giving it support, right? But we broke through our support, right? Here, right? And it was giving us a lot of resistance at first, right? A lot of resistance, throwing a lot of wicks here on our zone, right? So we broke through, right? You can see now, right, on the hourly chart, we came through, and now we're currently retesting it, or we're retesting it, right? We got to go down to a lower time frame to get a closer look. So we retested our zone, right, which is another confluence, right? And now GN is coming down, right? So we're about to break our trend line, right? Once we break our trend line, as we did here, this is definitely a good idea for a sale. Our support over here, right, has now turned into resistance, right? We're below the 50 EMA. If you look at our histogram, right, we got a lot of bearish momentum here. And then we're getting good rejection off our zone, right? So you just kind of look for multiple confluences in order to enter the trade, whether it be bullish or bearish. That way, you know you're on the right side of the trade, and then you won't get stopped out or losing money, right? So we definitely don't like losing. So like I said, right now I'm probably about to get ready to energy in for a sale, right? And then yeah, we'll go from there. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. And then it reminded me of one more that I had as far as you drawing your trend lines. Can you just go over real quick how you get them? I know they're like diagonal, and I see that you like hit you go off the wicks.
Yeah. So the wicks pretty much is tell you an area that it came to and rejected off of, right? So what I had to do for GN is I didn't have any area over here that I could, use for a trend line, right? It wouldn't have made sense. So I had to look in the past, finding the area that it came to, right? And the rule of thought is what I was always taught is 1-2 going through, right? So we got the first one here, and then our second one, since we had to come from the past, is right here, right? And then I just brought it on through, right? And that's how we find our trend line. Same thing for if it was on the other side, right?
And what was that rule of thumb again? You said zone 1.
Zone 1. What do you mean? I'm sorry.
With the trend line, you said your rule of thumb
I
was.
think you said something about 2 going through.
Yeah, 1-2 going through. Yeah, so you find the first point, find the second point, and just drag it through. All right. Same as if I wanted to draw a trend line here, right? All right, we got our first point, second point, all right, and just pull it on through. All right. And then if we want to fan out, do the fan out method, we drop to a lower time frame, all right? Take our trend line from this point here. You can raise it up, drop it, first one to touch, boom, trend line, inner trend line. All right, so now you got an outer and an inner trend line. All right. Does that help you at all?
Yes, thank you very much.
No problem. All right. Anything else, D? Los.
I'm I'm good, man. You rocked it for sure. I like that. I like them setups. Definitely makes logical sense.
All right, family. So, like I said, I'm gonna be looking a little bit more at the charts tonight, seeing if I can find us a couple of trades to enter and make us some cash. Right now, you got one with GN, so be definitely paying attention to that. Get you 5% right during the Asian session. Let's grow our accounts, and we're looking to catch more pips in the morning, guys. All right, talk to y'all guys later. Thank you for hopping on.